Okay, Coach, historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Now.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready up. X3. 218. Chopper.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Go, 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 run,
and he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Get it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Two times. Three down. Check.
And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We taking wins home.
Hey, Mike's 50.
Ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Yup.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
He's scared. So Mike's number one. You're not ready. Mike won. All day, dog. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Murray buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. Murray has the first down and more. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Packers. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
We got this.
Gurley again here on first down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
When's the mic? Watch one. Watch one.
You better bring it. You better bring it.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Texans 7, Packers nothing.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The 23-yard line.
Pro team spell 30 base.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. 4 down. 4 down.
Small.
He's checking crack.
Go. Ready.
2nd and 9 now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 10-2 saw. 61. Matchbox lights.
4 down. 4 down.
Hey, echo.
Back to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Con, 132 fighter.
Hey,
Hey, zoom.
got 4 down, 4 down.
Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. Now Mostert. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Topper, Topper.
No, off.
Let's go.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Let's get it.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
He can run for it, and he will.
13.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Corey Grant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
Here we go. Where's the mic?
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the 50-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Where's the mic? Watch one.
Here's Murray from midfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Let's go, defense.
They're going for it. It's Murray, forced out to his left. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On the set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, check. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Right there, 54.
Hey, Charlie.
54, Mike.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They complete it to Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That was signaling the timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike's by 4.
Hey, we heavy on the edge.
Yeah.
They'll set up a throw, eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. Ready?
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Switch.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
So Mike's number one. Here we go.
From the 41, Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Off. It's great. Hatchet.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Ricky. Hey, Mike 50. Bravo. Party now. Woo! Hey, alert. Mike's 50, Mike.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this will be taken at the 13. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back in.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Mike's fighting.
They'll look to throw. And he'll find Hall. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? Where we've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
You can't block me.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Murray now to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Flush to his right. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls as we saw there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Murray and company going for it on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
60 Pittsburgh.
All day, punk.
22 Jet Bomber. 22 Jet Bomber. Five.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
On the ready.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
We ain't giving up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. This is Mostert. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Ready, ready. 30 base. Greystone, travel.
Get ready. Get ready.
Shoot.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Marvin Hall, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And this is what coaches talk about, never being satisfied. No matter what the lead, always trying to increase it. You never know what can happen in this NFL.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Murray now on first down. Out to his left. Got a man, that's Allison. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Murray. Flushed out into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good field position for the Packers as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
You got him.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Mike Wood.
Watch the run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I got you, boy. Hurry.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
80 weapon.
Slam.
Get it.
Mostert. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right now. Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Packers pick it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he does, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack on first down, Murray, and he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Murray.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
Single receiver.
On 4th down, Murray dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back, touchdown, Packers. Geronimo Allison, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. Spinning past him. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch the hey, wahoo!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 4. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Geno Atkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey, tight. Right there. 54, right there. 50.
They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. goes off. They get the first.
Here we go. Here we go.
A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down.
Set back. Go to base. Watch by 4. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know you felt that.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Texans, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.